Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a new robot in town, the new Paco Rabanne Phantom Parfum. So this one just hit the shelves a couple days ago. I immediately ran out, tried it, and got a bottle. And I also have the eau de toilette here to do a little side-by-side comparison. I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to necessarily form an opinion on the Phantom line. I think that it's a pretty polarizing fragrance line. It's something that people either really love or they really hate. So I wanted to share my thoughts on the new release, Phantom Parfum. They didn't call it the Elixir. I'm guessing that maybe the gold robot is coming soon. Phantom Elixir, maybe it's in the pipeline, who knows? But I'm calling it. I'm sure it's gonna happen one day. It seems like everyone has been releasing their Elixir lately, but I was interested to find out that the perfumer, or one of the perfumers that collaborated on this fragrance, actually made Tuxedo by YSL. So that kind of piqued my interest a little bit. So like I said, this just hit the shelves literally a couple days ago. I just want to put it out there that I don't necessarily mind the bottle design on this. I know that some people think it's a little tacky, and yes, it is a little tacky, but I think it's tacky with intention, which I can appreciate. So this is an aromatic vanilla scent. The note breakdown is pretty interesting to say the least. We have cardamom and rhubarb and bergamot with lavender, a little bit of patchouli, geranium, cedarwood, vanilla in the base with Haitian vetiver and Tulu balsam. So this was kind of Paco Rabanne's take on that elixir, like what everyone is doing with their elixir, I think is what they're trying to do with this, taking it in a darker, more resinous direction. It opens very green and very fresh. There is a lot of lavender that comes through in this with a spicy patchouli. I think that some people could possibly perceive this as being a little minty, but I don't think it really goes that far. It just feels like a little spicy patchouli behind the lavender. It's a very creamy. I love cardamom, you guys already know, like side note, cardamom is amazing. Very creamy, sexy cardamom mixed with a very crisp citrus. And there is a nice sweetness, but as it dries, there's a little bit of this soapiness that comes out, just a tiny touch of soapiness coming from that lavender, I'm guessing. There is something appealing about this in the opening. I wouldn't say there's necessarily like a very noticeable rhubarb note. So just to compare it to the eau de toilette here, I'd say that the new Parfum is definitely a darker take on the eau de toilette. They have a decently similar note breakdown, but the eau de toilette is just a fresher, has an apple note, very crisp, a little bit more of like a shower gel kind of vibe, definitely more zesty in the opening as well, and less dimensional. And I think that the eau de toilette is definitely going to be a little bit more mass appealing as well, just people that like very easy to wear fresh fragrances, but it's still not great. Honestly, neither one of these really blow my mind. I wouldn't say I'm on the side of the fence of the fans of Phantom. I actually wholeheartedly prefer the 1 million line. I would much rather get 1 million Lucky, 1 million Parfum, maybe even 1 million Eau de Toilette over these two Phantoms. As the Parfum dries, it kind of takes this turn to like, it's like this dark vetiver. There's something a little dirty feeling about it that I don't quite love. I really enjoy the opening, but as it dries, I kind of like step away from it a little bit. Not my favorite thing. I don't know, there's just something about both of them that is a little, it's a Paco Rabanne signature, right? Like that kind of cheap, synthetic, bubblegummy vibe. It feels like a Paco Rabanne, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I prefer the 1 million line a million times over. There's nothing really that exciting about these at the Parfum. I see what they were trying to do, but it just doesn't work for me. And you want to know what the craziest thing is? When I put these on skin, because they're very different on the paper. This is why it's always very important to test on skin, guys. When I tested these on my skin, yes, the openings were different and similar to what I found on the paper, but as they dried, they actually started to smell almost identical, which is really bizarre. I mean, it's not really bizarre, like I said, they have a pretty similar note breakdown, but it's just amazing the like total turn that the Parfum took, because it started out so dark, but then it dries to be similar to the eau de toilette. I think that it might just be like a little bit more well-rounded, maybe. That's being very generous even saying that, because the Parfum is a little rough around the edges for me. There's just nothing very exciting about it. I think there's been better releases. I even prefer the YSL myself. I wasn't majorly impressed with that one, but I think that it's much better smelling. It smells like a better quality fragrance. But even over myself, I probably prefer the Ralph's Club Elixir. I really enjoyed that release. This one just doesn't do it for me. I'm putting it down at the bottom of the 2023 releases. I know that a lot of people probably were very excited about the new Parfum, but I still think there's better options, especially if you're just shopping in the house of Paco Rabanne. There's better choices out there for you. It just doesn't work for me, and that's just my opinion. You know, you definitely gotta try it out for yourself. It's pretty easy to find. You can find it at Sephora, Macy's, Ulta. It's pretty much everywhere. You can go out and test it for yourself. Put it on your skin, please, and form your own opinion, but that's my opinion. I just wanted to share it with you guys, so thank you so much for watching. Just a quick little video. Leave a comment below if you've tried the new Phantom Parfum. Are you a fan of the Eau de Toilette? What do you think about Paco Rabanne? I would love to know. Do you think the robot is tacky? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.